Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and certainly I have a word for you on this morning without fail, holiness. Holiness. How many of you want to know, well, what is holiness? What is holiness all about, anyhow? And how do I obtain holiness? Holiness. Man, when I grew up, that's all I ever heard. You need to be holy. You need to be holy. Touch not, want not, eat not, whatever it was. You got to be holy. Well, that's what we're talking about this morning. And I'm going to give you the text to talk and the takeaway in 5 minutes or less. And let me just share this word with you on this morning. And it comes out of a place of what I've known all of my life. But I think there are times when we need to look at it through new lenses. So to that end, let's talk about holiness this morning. Now, I'm going to share the word. You need to put your comments in the chat area. The cumulative effect of the revelation that you get from this morning's manna will empower those who watch it even now and later. So I want you to write in your revelation as well. The text is this. If I've heard this verse, I've heard it 1,000 times. Hebrews 12:14. Make every effort to live in peace with everyone and conjunction, and be holy, without which no man shall see the Lord. Without which no man shall see the Lord. Did I hear that growing up in a Pentecostal Holiness church, of which I love, which gave me my foundation? I cannot say I would be where I am now without that foundation. But what does it mean in 2023 as opposed to when I first heard it? Let me give you this. 4 things, not 3 things this morning, but 4 things about holiness. Here's the first thing that I think is going to help you. The first thing is passion. Holiness is the place of passion. Holiness is the place of passion. Jesus said it best when they asked him to come to the sum total of what the entire law meant. And he said it, Matthew 22:37, he says, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, thy soul, and thy mind. And love your neighbor as yourself. That was the part that got him in trouble. We had to tell the whole Good Samaritan thing to then help them understand what it meant to be a neighbor. Holiness is connected to the disposition of my heart. The disposition of my heart. And my heart should be full of passion for God. Here's the second thing. The second thing is pursuit. Put that in the text area, in the chat area. Pursuit. Holiness has to do with me pursuing the things of God. Pursuing the things of God. 2 Timothy, how do you do that? 2 Timothy 2:15 tells you that. It's a study thy word. It's a study it, rightly dividing it. The psalmist says, hide the word in your heart, and you won't sin against him. Now, understand that. It is grabbing a hold of, understanding that it is the disposition of the passion that I have for God. It is the pursuit of a lifestyle with him. And here is the third thing. Why? Because I want to emulate a person. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus. I want to be like Jesus. Oh, how I long to be like him. You know the hymn, but it makes sense. And that's what it means when we look at holiness. Because here's the fourth thing that speaks to how it was introduced to me. And I would add with some faults to it. Holiness is not a practice, but a disposition of my desires. Holiness is not a practice, but a disposition of my desires. Come on, Paul, write to us in Galatians 5:16. What does he say? He said this, that I should go hard after the things of God, the Spirit. I should live in the Spirit, and I will not gratify the desires of my flesh. It is a constant battle. When I want to do right, he says, evil is ever before me. Oh, wretched man that I am. So I have to always have with all of my efforts, a disposition and not a practice of my desires. What does that mean? That I'm going to go hard after the Spirit, living in the Spirit, walking in the Spirit. What that looks like to me may not always look like that to you because of how we may view it in our own context. What's the takeaway this morning? The takeaway is this. Holiness is get it, write it down, the perfecting process of the maturation of godly living. The perfecting process of the maturation of godly living. Hey, the Lord will be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. See you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Do not keep it to yourself. Put the revelation that you got in the chat area. God bless you. Bye now.